Welcome to my newborn essential video. Today I'm going to be filming the top 18 newborn essential things that you will need if you're an expecting mother or parent. I've been meaning to film this since I was heavily pregnant with Autumn. She is now 4 months old and I'm only just getting around to it, but I think it's actually better because she's just gotten out of that newborn phase, that early first few months phase, and so I can really honestly give you like my top 18 things that I could not live without when she was the newborn. Now if you guys follow me on any of my other channels like TikTok or Instagram, you'll know that I have a 20-month-old son and Autumn. I did use a lot of the same newborn stuff for Ollie and for Autumn, but I did switch it up a little bit as well, so I'll kind of just go through everything and explain it to you guys. You're very chatty today. So the first thing I would say is the Tummy to Be sterilizer, or just any sterilizer whatsoever. Whether you're breastfeeding and expressing, pumping into bottles, or you're formula feeding, you will need a good sterilizer. With Ollie, he was a formula fed baby, so I use that sterilizer every single day and night. Item number 2 is this formula container. I cannot recommend this enough. It has 3 sections. I'm pretty sure I got mine from Kmart for $3 or $4. You just grab your big tin of formula and scoop in the correct amount of scoops you'll need of your formula, and it's ready to go. It is the best formula dispenser and so handy for when you're on the go and out and about. Now, I truly believe that a fed baby is best, whether you're breastfeeding or formula feeding or mixed. That is completely fine by me. I've done formula feeding for Ollie, breastfeeding for Autumn. I'm now mixed feeding Autumn. So honestly, fed is best. I truly believe that. Now, if you are breastfeeding, I highly recommend getting some pumps. There will be nights when you need your partner to help feed, or you want to go out and someone else is watching your baby. So you will need to express your milk if you're choosing to breastfeed and put it in a bottle. 4th on my list is the Naughty Nightlight. I cannot recommend this enough. I can control it on my phone. There is an app. By the way, none of this is sponsored. I'm just saying what I use and love. So it has a bunch of different light colors and settings that you can choose from, and it's also a sound machine as well. So we put white music on for Ollie. Highly recommend. Number 5 is a travel nappy case. Now obviously everyone has their caddy or their nappy bag, but I like to use this case that holds the nappies in. I just find it keeps my bag so much more organized because I like to be organized but struggles. Number 6 on the list is the Vtec monitor. It has a dual screen. It too can play sound, so you can play brown noise or white noise through the cameras. The cameras can move via the monitor. You can also zoom in and zoom out on the monitor, and you can talk through it as well. Number 7 on my list, I still use this every single day even though Autumn is no longer a newborn, is rags or burp cloths. I don't know about you guys, but my children had reflux and colic. Cannot recommend enough. And don't just grab like 1 packet. Like, I think we have about 20 on rotation. Really? She is so babbly at the moment and I absolutely love it. It's just so exciting seeing her grow and transition. I completely forgot about like all the little things that you don't think of because Ollie is obviously a toddler, and you just forget about all the little baby things that they do, like babbling. Okay, number 8 is a bath chair. Now I say this because we are about to move into an apartment which won't have a bath. It only has a shower, which is a little bit daunting, but this bath chair is so good. I highly recommend. Definitely do not leave them in this bath chair unsupervised. Babies must be supervised at all times in the bath or shower. Just because they can sit comfortably in this does not mean by any means that they should be left alone. But I find this amazing. It can go obviously in like the laundry sink, the bath, the shower, and yeah, it is just such an awesome thing that Max and I use all the time. The next thing is a good carrier. I cannot recommend this enough, and definitely as someone who now has 2 under 2, if you are a mum that's about to have like a 2nd or 3rd or 4th child, definitely recommend a carrier. It is the only way that I can get things done during the day. Even something like grocery shopping, like you will need your hands, especially if you do need to carry like another toddler around or something. I recommend getting a carrier where the baby can face outwards or can face in towards your chest, but just you'll definitely need a carrier. Definitely spend the money on a carrier. Another thing that I really want to recommend, which not all people will say is a necessity, but for me I feel like it was, is a bump oil and like a postpartum stretch mark oil. I use the Willow by the Sea one. I used it every single night when I was pregnant. Then when I became postpartum, and for my stretch marks, I use the postpartum bump oil. Right, now back to newborn essentials. When you're investing in onesies, which by the way, definitely invest in onesies, you will need them. I recommend investing in the zip ones. Don't go for buttons. wasting time on trying to get those done buttons together and then potentially skipping a button is just not worth it. Another thing that I really want to recommend is, especially if you are getting up multiple times in the night with your newborn, invest in a good lamp. Obviously you don't want to turn the light on and wake your partner or whoever else is in your room at the time. You want to get a foot lamp. When you're carrying your newborn baby though, the last thing you want to do is like reach down or reach up. I can just push it with my foot. So if my hands are full with that newborn baby, I can just easily tap the light on and off. Another thing that I saw when I was out shopping one time, and I said to Max's mum, my mother-in-law, I was like, I need one of these for my Pram, and she went out and bought one for me, which was lovely. But is a germ sign that you can tie onto your Pram. This one here says, please look but don't touch me, your germs are too big for me. I think she got this off Etsy for a few dollars. It has saved me a few times. I don't know why, but people like to come up and go, oh, can I touch a baby? And I don't mind if they touch the foot, but I don't want them touching my kid's hands and face and all that kind of stuff. I had some horrible experiences with Ollie because he was a preemie baby. He was so little, and the very few times that I went out, people were just obsessed with him. So I made sure to get one of these when I had Autumn, and I think it was the best thing I ever did, honestly. I don't even know what number we're up to now. Get yourself a foam squishy baby mat. Why I love these is because they can get paint all over them, and yet it will just wipe straight off. I have personally mopped mine multiple times. Any stains, marks, scratches, anything come right off. They are the best thing. You can even roll them up, put them in your car, take them to the park. Honestly, we have 3 of these. You can pick them up on Facebook Marketplace. They do have cheaper versions at Kmart. And yeah, definitely if you get anything for like your toddler phase, get one of those mats. Here is a little piece of advice that not everyone really told me about, but when you're buying onesies or clothes in general for your baby, don't invest all your money in 5 zeros and 4 zeros because your baby will grow out of those. She grew out of her 5 zeros and 4 zeros in a matter of a couple of weeks, and then I was in trouble and needed to try to like find 3 zeros and race out and buy some. Invest in the 3 zeros and 2 zeros because before you know it, your baby will be in them. I know as a first time mom, you can't really like comprehend how fast your baby's going to grow, but just trust me on this one. Buy and invest in those 3 zeros because before you know it, you will need them. This one might be a little bit self-explanatory, but please invest in mattress protectors, whether it be for your bassinet or for your cot. Your baby is likely to leak, and I know you go like, they have a nappy on, but trust me, they will leak. Also, another little side note pro tip, make sure that when you're putting the nappy on, you tuck the flaps out. If you don't tuck the flaps out and like flare the flaps, you will leak every time. Also, if you have a boy, make sure you press a nappy on the area so that they don't pee all over you, because the first time I changed Ollie's nappy, I didn't know to do that and I got peed all on. So that's another little side note pro tip. Another little tip I like to give out to parents is to invest in a nappy changing table that's adaptable. Does that make sense? I don't know. For example, this one over here, you can see my nappy changing station is on top, but that this is actually just a normal set of drawers. If you go out and buy a nappy changing table, you will eventually have to sell it. It just takes up extra space. Then you have a chest of drawers likely and a nappy changing. This is multi-purpose. I can change her nappy at the top and I still have her chest of drawers down below. Sometimes the nappy change tables, when I was looking at them, was like $300-400 and you will never make that money back. This was $70. I have a perfectly good change table and I also have a chest of drawers. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is newborn essential number 18, but invest in a good rocker. Now, this is not the only rocker that we have for my daughter. This one vibrates and has sound. We have another one downstairs that rocks back and forth, and we also have like a bouncer rocker. Now, bless you. Bless you. Having 3 rockers is obviously a little bit absurd. You don't need 3. Now, the bouncer one, I must admit, is not suitable for newborns. They need to be able to hold themselves upright, control their neck, but something like this is perfect for a newborn. You obviously do need to research about sits and making sure to keep your baby safe in one of these, but yeah, definitely recommend a rocker because at some stage or another, you know, you really need to put them down. They do sell them at Target and Big W, and you can always also go on Facebook Marketplace. I know that there's a bunch of them there for around the $50 mark, but just I highly recommend a rocker of some kind. Okay, as you guys can see, Autumn is getting a little bit bored and she probably needs a feed. Also, your socks have come off. When did that happen? Where's mommy gone? Hey! Whether you're watching this and you're a guardian, a parent, an expecting mom, a seasoned mom, whatever it be, I hope that this helps you. Obviously, there are so many more things that you will need if you're having a newborn or a child coming into your life, but these are just some of the things that I really relied on every single day and definitely needed and considered to be a necessity. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to keep watching more tips and tricks that will come along. I am home with the 2 kids by myself all this week. Max is away for work and I'm actually filming it all in a vlog on YouTube for you guys. Little Autumn is 4 months old now, like I said. She is getting so big. And she's got Harry high pants. I just realized her pants are up so high. She is getting so big, but she is just a mini Max. If you guys follow me on any of my other channels, you will know what my partner looks like. And she is a spitting image. Alright, we're off. Bye guys.